What's going on, Faded Culture? My name is Adrian Barone and we're back with another tutorial. Today we got my buddy Edward here on the chair. And today, what are you gonna be getting, Edward?
Mid-fade.
Gotcha. Mid-fade?
Yeah.
You bought it? You take it all the way down to this cup?
I haven't in a while.
It's up to you.
Cool.
You wanna do zero?
Yeah,
awesome.
zero.
And then as far as the top, bro?
I like the top.
You wanna leave the length? You wanna add any texture or anything to it?
Please,
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. All right, guys, as you have it, we're gonna do a mid-fade with the zero on the sides, leave the length on top, add a little bit of texture by point cutting. If you're not already subscribed, guys, please go ahead and do so. We drop tutorials for y'all weekly here. Give this video a thumbs up and let's jump right into it.
You got a lot.
You think so? Thanks, bro. That's a compliment. Guys, so to begin this tutorial, we're gonna start by debulking the sides. I'm gonna use my one guard lever completely open and get to it. You can't see that I'm wearing shorts, right? Oh, no. I'm wearing shorts.
Nah, you good.
As you can see, the hair is still a little long, at least enough for me to put in my guidelines and make them very clear. So I'm gonna continue the debulking process with clipper over comb. All right, so we're done with the debulking process. Now we're gonna come in and set in our first guideline. With my clipper, no guard, lever completely closed, we're gonna begin. These steps are in the description down below in case y'all wanna follow along that way. And I wanna add that my clippers are zero gap. There is a video in the description to that below as well, so feel free to check it out. Starting my first guideline here at this temple peak area. And it is important that you keep a small brush on your opposite hand just to re-clean the surface after every few strokes. Make sure that your first guideline ends up at that same temple peak area on the opposite side. And from here, make sure that your guidelines run parallel to this one. To continue the process, no guard still, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the lever completely and take this next line up about a finger's width. We're gonna slap on the number one guard, leaving the lever completely open still, and continue the process. Make sure that you are letting the clipper do all the work, not digging these guidelines. Try to make them as soft as possible. That way right now when we come and work our way back down, it's gonna be a lot easier to remove them. To continue the process, we're gonna slap on the number two, again, still leaving the lever in the complete open position. But one thing I do wanna mention for this step, guys, is do come straight up and out. Do not start digging in, as you will create a faux hawk look, and you don't want that. So now, switching that small brush on my opposite hand for a comb to then reset the hair after every few strokes, we're gonna continue the process with the number 3 guard, lever still completely open. So that number 3 in that lever fully open position was gonna be the last guard that we're gonna use to set up this canvas. From here, I'm gonna finish connecting the sides to the top by using clipper over comb. And if you're new to clipper over comb, guys, I highly suggest that you either start by opening the lever or slap on the one guard and do it that way. That way it doesn't take off as much at a time. I'm gonna remove a little bit of weight that's left here on the parietal ridge and crown area using my faded culture matte shears that you can find at fadedculture.co. I'm gonna go ahead and start to remove a little bit of that weight. All right, so by now you should have the first guideline that we created with the lever completely closed, the second that we created with the lever completely open, and third that we created using that number 1 guard, lever completely open. If you were easy enough with the wrist, the 2 should have blended right into that 3, and then we finished connecting using clipper over comb and then thinning shears over comb. We're gonna start with this top guideline and work our way down. Using my 1.5 guard, I'm gonna put the lever in a 3/4 position. It's basically somewhere in between halfway and fully open. I do want to mention, as you can see, the grain is coming in a forward position. You always want to make sure that you are cutting against the grain. And this 3/4 position is a rule of thumb. If you feel that you need to close or open up the lever a little bit just to get that guideline out, then go ahead and do so. Continuing our way down, we're gonna begin to remove the second guideline that we created using my half guard, and we're gonna leave the lever in that 3/4 position. As you can see, guys, this step is creating a faint line right above it, but do not take this step any higher. We will come back right now with the 1 guard and remove that line. All right. Oh shit. Now using my 1 guard, still in that 3/4 position, we're gonna remove that faint line that the half guard created. So now we're left with the last guideline, which is the first initial guideline that we created. In order to take this one out, it's gonna take a 3-step process, starting with the lever close. We're gonna take that up a bit, and then we're gonna open it halfway and finish off by opening it completely. But for this step, guys, I do like to work on one section at a time because this last line is very tedious. So I like to give it as much attention to detail as possible. So again, starting with the lever completely closed. So we took that step up just a little bit. Now we're gonna open up the lever halfway. Finally, fully open. And when it comes to this fully open position, I like to use mainly the corner of the clipper just to get into these tighter areas without having to take the fade up any higher than I need to. All right, so we're done with this step. Now, just repeat the same 3-step process on the back side. Pretty much done with the fade. Now I'm gonna take a step back, try to view him from afar or even off the mirror just to get a broader view of the fade so I can then come in and do any touch-up work. As for my touch-up work, I like to start with my half guard, lever completely open, and then from there I adjust. So we're pretty much done with the fade as a whole. I'm just gonna continue by removing the bottom hair like he requested with the 0. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna come in with my shaver and just clean up the neckline and the sideburn area. So I'm gonna finish detailing the fade by lining up around the ear. A little bit of shave gel, and then I follow the application of the shave gel with a little bit of water using our very own Faded Culture matte razor, which you can find at fadedculture.co. We also got the swing locks as well if you wanna check them out. Since the hair is real short, I'm just freehanding it with the razor. Just make sure that you're not bypassing these small details. So as requested, we're gonna come in and add a little bit of texture to the top. Again, using my Faded Culture matte shears, which you can find at fadedculture.co. Come in and grabbing one section at a time and just begin to point cut. So before I add in the product, I'm gonna dampen the hair just so we can work the product from the grain all the way up. Using a little bit of matte pomade, really emulsify it in your hands and then run it through. Using warm air to really open up. So using warm air to really open up that cuticle, we're gonna begin using high heat and high airflow. I'm using my left hand to scrunch the hair as I'm drying. This is just to kind of bring out that texture. All right, so we're done styling him. This is the before, guys, in case y'all forgot what he looked like when he first came in. And here's the after. Again, guys, I hope y'all really enjoyed this tutorial. I hope y'all took something new from it. Let us know down in the comments below any future tutorials that y'all would like to see on this channel. If y'all made it this far, guys, please hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm. Again, guys, my name is Adrian Barone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.